What's going on, guys? I'm So Cheers here, bringing you another video of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and today we are doing the Tech Golden Frieza Dokkan Festival event. And we'll jump right in. This is admittedly take two. I'm doing it with no items. I've been able to do it with no items literally all day with Mono Int, and in the last run, I died, admittedly, and it was kind of embarrassing. So we're doing take two. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, but we can definitely do the no items this time. It's really not that difficult if you have Buhan. Buhan just heals you up so much throughout the fight itself. I just had kind of a string of bad luck in terms of RNG and how they started out, and then also in terms of key placement. But it looks like we're gonna rack up all the key that is on the field, which is awesome. That's the first time that since I've been running this that I was able to get every bit of key that was on the field. So that is super important. All right. So what are we gonna do here? We'll do this. Wuhan, the ooze. Almost thought I wasn't going to get off a super attack with him. And then we'll give Vegito all those. I might actually swap out Vegito here shortly. If you guys didn't know, they released an SSR Deborah, which is the first, I think that's the first SSR Deborah that we've ever gotten. And he's an int card. And he's actually not that bad. And you can buy him in Baba's shop for, I believe, 21k right now because it's on sale. And it's actually a pretty good card, admittedly. I mean, he's not, the best card, but considering that I'm rolling with a, Int Vegito, which really is not a good card at all, compared to his tech version. I'm looking to move him off for sure, so what do I want to do? Let's do this. Sorry guys, after dying the last time, I'm actually kind of focused on this one this time, so I'm probably not going to talk as much, but some of the things I do want to talk about is all the cool stuff that's happening over on Japan right now, which I've talked which I'll talk about in other videos as well, but just because it keeps evolving. But as of right now, it's looking a lot like there's still speculation that they are going to get Super Saiyan 4 for their 2-year anniversary, and I don't know how I want to see that happen. I'm really worried that Bandai is going to release Super Saiyan 4 and it's going to be the God Lead, Rainbow God Lead, and the Rainbow Demigod. And I really don't want to see that, and I will tell you why. It is because they have done such a good job in the past 2 months of releasing cards that are really, really strong, but they unlock a lot of creative ability in terms of team making. They let you kind of pick and choose who you want to play with. You can have a Mono Extreme team, a Mono Heroes team. You can have Mono AGL, Mono Int. You have all those God cards that really unlock a lot of possibilities in terms of how you compose your teams. And if you release a Rainbow God unit, you really take a lot of that creativity away from your players. And in my opinion, from a long-term health point of view of Dokkan Battle, I think it would be a really, really bad move for them to do that. Because I think once you release that God tier Rainbow lead, I don't know where you can really go from there moving forward, and I think it immediately becomes the meta and kind of makes everything else sort of second tier, which is not what you want. But like I said, that's just my viewpoint on it. I think from a long-term health point of view, they should really stick to what they've been doing in terms of just creating really clever and really interesting cards that have that link really well together and can create a lot of different variations of teams that all work together. I think that's been really, really good for the game in terms of its growth. And I really hope they hang on to that. It's doing a lot of damage to me this turn. It's all good, though. It's all good. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. Let's just do... Man, so you just can't get a super attack off to save your life, can you? We'll do this. I'll save all those reds for the other Buhan. You know what's interesting? What I found interesting is that this perfect cell, this imperfect cell, which you don't see a lot of people run on mono int teams in general, just because he's an okay card, he doesn't really link that well with people. But if you can match him up with a Buhan, like kind of how I have it, he becomes a really good blocker, surprisingly, and that's really, really useful, especially on a mono int team. And I'm really looking forward to having the Piccolo from the World Tournament because he is also great on a mono int team. And it's going to be a lot of fun having a second blocker on the team. Make my life a lot easier so that I don't have to always depend on Buhan to get my health back. Gee, 60k. I guess I didn't realize throughout the day how hard this AGL Frieza hits for during this phase. He also takes a lot of damage though, and I don't know if I've been able to show you guys that super attack in the past few videos, or in the original video where I had Buhan. Jesus. Okay. Like, can you not, Frieza? Can you not? All I want is to do this with no stones. That's all I want. And I've been successful all day today. And here we are trying to make a video about it. And it's just... The RNG's just not there. Alright. He's debuffed now, so hopefully if he doesn't super attack, we should be okay. Like, legitimately, guys, I have not been this close to dying in these phases all day long. I've had no problem with these phases. And yet here we are, just getting absolutely wrecked right now. But his attack is brought down currently. The cool thing about this Ultimate Gohan is that I don't have to get him maxed out for him to do a super attack, which comes in a lot. It comes really, surprisingly very handy in very critical moments, such as this one. Those. We'll get back a lot of health during the intellect phase, or not the intellect, but during the tech phase, just because we don't take as much damage. See what I mean, guys? Look, I think it's like at 8 key, 7 or 8 key, he automatically gets a super attack, which is handy to say the least. We should die now. We should die after this, and then we'll be on to the tech phase. And so the tech phase with mono int is much easier, and you don't take nearly as much damage. And we can at least start off with good old perfect cell to take a whole bunch of damage. So we'll do that. Can I get a Dokkan attack? Yes, certainly. No, I'm not gonna get the Dokkan attack, sadly. He still does quite a bit of damage, even in type form against type advantage, but we should be able to survive one of his super attacks, especially if he does it on perfect cell, which he's not going to, of course. Okay, cool. Cool. We'll do this number. We'll get back a whole bunch of health with this one. Oh no, I'm giving the Dokkan attack to Gohan. That stinks. That's no bueno. I don't approve. Oh well, that stinks. I really want to see Dokkan implement an option to where if you get a Dokkan attack, you can just select who you want the Dokkan attack to be with. I guess that would make the game a little bit too easy because now, you know, even now with the way it's set up, you got to pick whether or not you want to use a blocker in that first slot and take the damage like I am with Ultimate Gohan, who's got a good bit more defense than Buhan does. Or if you want to just go with the all-out attack, which now I really, really wish I had gone out with the all-out attack because of that. Oh, regrets. Mistakes were made. Regrets were had. It happens, man. It happens. What am I going to do here? Guess I'll do this. I'll give him the blues. I think that's the best thing I can do. Well, I can give him the reds. Reds will give me more help. And then finally, Whis, I do not care about what you get or how you get it. And so he should die this turn, and then we will finish off the AGL version. Boom! Off to the AGL version. And you actually have to finish this guy with a super attack. So, what we might end up doing here, if I can swing it. No, they didn't drop how I wanted them to. But we can do this. We can do this. It's the end of the fight. We're gonna take him out in one turn, guys. That's what we're gonna do. We got the 25% buff that Vegito gives us. Gohan's gonna do his thing, and then Buhan's just gonna come in and just destroy Frieza, because we all know who the real king of villains is. And there it is, guys. That is the Tech Golden Frieza Dokkan event with the Mono In team. Got a little dicey at points. No stones, no items. And this is with, I mean, I'm not even running a meta Mono Int team. This is a pretty mediocre Mono Int team in general, but Buhan's just that strong. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like down below. If you need any help building your teams for this event, let me know what you have, and I'll do my best to figure out what it is you can run to try and beat this event. And you can do that by tweeting at me on. You can follow me on Twitter at I'mSoCheerios. Let me know what units you're rolling with, and I will do my best to put together a team for you based on the units you have. And if you are going to do that, make sure that you crop out your name at the top on Twitter. I like to do that, even though I do post videos on YouTube, but it's just one of those weird things. So like I said, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If I don't see you on Twitter, I will see you down in the comment section below. Thanks, guys.